What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Chris Talks. Today I want to talk about something pretty controversial, and that is Windows 7 computers upgrading to Windows 10 without permission. So, as some of you may know, as many of you may know, Windows 10 is a free upgrade for anyone on Windows 7, but many people have chosen not to upgrade as there are a lot of concerns about the privacy of the users on Windows 10, whether or not users are being spied on, tracked, and their data mined and sold to companies by Microsoft. The people that haven't upgraded, Microsoft, for whatever reason, really wants everyone to get on Windows 10. There's an update out right now, KB 3035583, that if you select that update, your computer could upgrade completely to Windows 10 by itself. It will download already by itself, right? And normally it would show you a option to upgrade or not to upgrade, like, hey, we downloaded this. Do you want to install it or not? But in this case, it appears that when users' computers are upgrading to Windows 10 without any permission whatsoever. And I'm going to try to explain why this is such a bad thing. Because someone may just say, well, it's not a bad thing to be on Windows 10. Windows 10 is more stable anyway. It's not a bad thing to be on Windows 10. And honestly, for the most part, for most users, I would agree. But there are many businesses which have computers that have applications and drivers and stuff that they need for business on Windows 7 computers. And if they get upgraded to Windows 10, let's say you have a RAID controller, right? You have it set it up. When it upgrades to Windows 10, it breaks your RAID setup. So your entire hard drive array just breaks. It could be irreplaceable, right? Or myself, I had one of my friends works IT for a really small golf course, and just a side job, and he got a call during school on Friday that the computer was upgraded to Windows 10 by itself, and there was no way that their programs would work, because they had hardware and stuff hooked up to it that didn't have drivers ready for Windows 10. And it's just unbelievable to me that Microsoft would do this to their user base. I don't think Microsoft has issued anything about this yet. I don't think that they've claimed before that you could upgrade to Windows 10 without user permission. It's always been, please upgrade to Windows 10, and it's been annoying, and there's been pop-ups and there's been tools to disable the pop-ups. But now, if you have automatic updates enabled and you download this one update, Windows 10 will install over Windows 10 without any permission from the user. So although if your grandma's computer gets upgraded, most likely just her internet, LAN cable and her keyboard and mouse and her speakers, they're going to still work, right? Most drivers are Windows 10 compatible. Most Windows 7 programs and applications and hardware drivers are compatible with Windows 10, and Microsoft has done a very good job on that. But what I don't like to see is businesses and individuals that do important things that require Windows getting upgraded to Windows 10 without any sort of warning in the first place, right? That's what really just pisses me off about this. If people are going to start moving towards Linux, if Microsoft continues this pattern of not caring about their users, of spying on them, of doing things without the permission on their computer, most people I think would agree that if their computer did something major without their permission by itself, that's alarming. That's against your wishes, and you're the one that owns the computer. I've been a big fan of the user decides what to do with their device. That kind of philosophy for a long time now. I've talked about jailbreaking in the past. I'm a big fan of jailbreaking iPhones and rooting Android devices. I believe the user should be in 100% control of their own device, and this is Microsoft completely ignoring that philosophy of the devices, the users, and saying, well, your device runs Windows 7, so we can upgrade you to Windows 10 and spy on you and mine your personal information and sell it to companies without your permission, because you're running Windows after all, and we own Windows. I just can't believe that people would continue to use Windows for business, for school, for education. Computers running Windows are pretty much the universally compatible machines, right? If you're going to release a program on a phone, it better be compatible with Android and iOS, and if you're going to release a program on the computer, it better be compatible with Windows. Not very often have I ever seen a program and thought, wow, that's a really good program, and it's only been on Linux or Mac OS. It's happened a few times, but most of the time, useful programs are going to be on Windows. People use Windows. Many people use Windows, and if Microsoft continues this, I don't think they're going to have much of a user base left when people decide to buy their new computer and they think, you know what, my neighbor knows how to put Linux on this thing, or you know, I can make a Hackintosh, or I can just buy an Apple computer, because Apple computers aren't going to upgrade to an entirely new version of the operating system without user permission. I can't believe that Microsoft has done this. Now, I kind of got a bit carried away there. I don't think Windows is going to have a shortage of users. I don't think Microsoft is going to be hurt by this at all. But I do think this is bad for public relations. I think it's bad for power users and people that know a lot about technology that use Windows computers, like myself. But I do think that if the Linux groups, if the Linux people that make Linux distributions, if they play their cards right, and Apple plays its cards right, people may seriously start to consider buying computers. At least not if not regular users, at least people that use their computers more professionally might consider buying Apple computers or putting Linux on their machines from now on, because frankly I just don't see how anyone that knows anything about computers would trust Microsoft at this point with their information, with the well-being of their businesses. I just don't see it happening. But that's just my 2 cents on the issue. What do you guys think? Leave your opinions in the comments below. If you dislike the video, go ahead and leave me a dislike, of course, and some constructive criticism as well, so I can improve my videos. If you like the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time.